My name is Jonah Reynolds. I'm a senior at Jesuit High School. I'm a part of the cross-country track team, robotics, student leadership, and echelon catapult. Part of the reason why I came to Jesuit in the first place was that all of the programs were great, and they were just great programs that anybody can join, and you didn't need a lot of knowledge or experience going into it. You could kind of grow when you're at the program. So being able to do that with a lot of the different things I started to get involved in, like running or robotics or leadership, that kind of made me want to follow these passions that I didn't know I could do well at in the first place. Probably the most prominent thing is that everything is way more complicated than it seems, but there's always a simple solution to everything. For example, like in robotics, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know existed when it came to engineering or just things in general, because you have like the frame, you have the thrusters, and you have the things that make the robot work, you have the software, but the way it all comes together, that's really, really complicated. And then same with running too. Like a cross-country race or a track race might not seem complicated, but it's just constantly changing and adapting to each course. But there's always a simple solution to that. It's plan your race or plan out how you're going to do something, like think ahead. There's all of these simple strategies that can be used to solve almost any problem as long as we stick to them. That's a really hard question because there's a lot of different things that can make my life easier. But one thing that would be really nice is a flying car, or just like a flying anything. That way I wouldn't have to sit in traffic getting to school or anywhere else. That would save me a lot of time and definitely be fabulous. That's a really hard question because I have a lot of different memorable experiences. I'm gonna say visiting the Long Beach after the robotics competition where we won the international competition in Long Beach, California. Going to that beach was really fun, and also placing at the 4x8 at the state championships this past year was also a lot of fun, especially with all of my teammates. Those were two very high up there experiences. Rice, that's like the easiest question. I eat a lot of rice. That's probably like 30 to 50% of the calories I eat, mostly because I have celiac disease, so like I can't have wheat, barley, or rye, but I can have rice. And rice is awesome and really easy to make and is in like so many things, so definitely rice. It's awesome. So we are going to be making a little rocket. This is one of the staple activities of a lot of the robotics camps that I lead. So the first step is just get a PVC pipe, or just any pipe, and a sheet of paper. And you're also going to need tape. So the first step is just roll up the tube, or roll up the paper around the tube. And the secret is to make sure it's tight on one end, but leave it loose on the other end. That way it creates an air seal, so like no air can escape from when you blow on it, but it doesn't cause too much friction. So we just roll it up, get a little piece of tape, just gonna take it off. That's just gonna hold it in place temporarily. Get a bigger piece of tape for the top, and then a long tape to finish it off. Just gonna roll it up. After that, we want to get a nice little square of tape. This is going to cover up the top of the rocket to make sure no air can escape. Just going to fold it down, and then pinch the corners. Fold them over. I'm going to do that one more time. Then we're going to seal off those little fold downs with one piece of tape all the way around the sides. It doesn't need to look too good, it just needs to be tight. Then we can add fins for fun. I often just get a piece of tape, fold it like that, and then stick it on like that. These don't help too much if they're not good, but they look cool, so I always like to add them. The only thing left is to test it. You can just put it back on the tube. And then to launch it, we just blow it. That's it.